Let's go, Billy.
There you go.
Billy!
Let's get it.
Keep in there, Bill.
Let's get it.
Don't get the bell too close.
Busso, arriba. Good. Go, Billy. Closer, mate.
Dies, he dies.
Evgeny Gradovich.
Who's he?
Billy.
The belt looks perfect just there.
Got it. Let's just do the fighters now.
Really looking forward to this event. It's going to be a great card from top to bottom. Tickets are priced at $200, $100, $75, and $40. The $200 are VIP ring size, the first couple of rows. There are plenty of $40 tickets available to the public. And you can get them by calling the MGM Grand box office at Foxwoods or by walking up the night of the fight. I want to thank my staff for everything they've done on this event, and I'd like to thank Nikki and Monique, who work with 50 at SMS Promotions. They're terrific people to work with, and this has been a pleasure. I'm excited about Friday night, and it's been a pleasure actually working on this event. You know, we're not doing this to make a lot of money. We're doing this to give the public an opportunity. We're doing this to give the public an opportunity to see great boxing at an affordable price, and to get Billy Dib the exposure he deserves as a champion. And the fight will be televised live by ESPN. It'll also be televised live in Australia by ESPN, and that's exposure that'll be good for him in Oz as well as in the US. SMS Audio, as I noted, is our main sponsor for this event, and 50 gave me a pair of their Sync headphones, which are like, they have no wires. And like, I'm an idiot, I don't even know how to use my iPod, but I have these headphones on all the time, and they're amazing. It's a great quality product, and I really want to thank SMS Audio for sponsoring this event. We have a great undercard. I just want to mention that a little bit. I have my glasses on because I forget that I can't see. Two of 50's young fighters are fighting on the card. A young man named Dante Strayhorn from Cincinnati, Ohio. Dante, you here? Dante's making his pro debut against Joe Pingatore, who's making his pro debut. And also another young man making his pro debut, Louis Oliveras. Louis? There are a number of fighters who are world ranked that are fighting on this card also. I'd like to introduce a young man who's very highly ranked in the 147-pound division. His real name was Charles Bellamy, originally from Harlem, New York, but been adopted by Japan and is known more commonly as Charlie Ota. And Charlie, want to say hi? And hopefully Charlie's going to get a shot at a world title later this year. Also, two young men from undefeated young fighters from New England who will be bringing in a lot of people. Are going to be on this card. I promote both of them. A featherweight undefeated 12-0, Luis Rosa, and junior lightweight Ryan Kilszewski, the Polish Prince, at 15-0. They're both also fighting on this card. So it's a terrific undercard, and there's a terrific co-feature that normally would be a main event. In fact, it was going to be the main event on ESPN until ESPN stood up and Doug Lockery stood up and gave Billy Dib and 50 the opportunity to showcase this world title fight. You know, it's not an easy thing when you start out in a new business. There are a lot of haters anyway in this world, but there are an awful lot of haters when you start out in a new business. And it hasn't been, no one's laid out a red carpet for Curtis 50 Cent Jackson in boxing. And you know, what we're doing here is a product of hard work and his hard work and him learning this business. And I'm, like, you know, I'm totally impressed, really, 50, by working with you and seeing, you know, your intellect, your marketing ability, and what you bring to this game. And I think it's only good things you're going to bring to this game going forward. And I'm a pleasure for me to work with him. The 10-round co-feature that was going to be the main event features two very high-quality fighters. Willie Nelson from Cleveland, Ohio, who's 19-1-1 with 11 KOs, fighting Michael Medina from LA, 26-3-2 with 19 KOs. And that fight has the makings of a war because both these guys can punch, both these guys come forward, they both make good fights, and it's going to be a great appetizer for the main course. The main course is of course, Billy Dib against Mr. Gradovich to my left, who's a tough customer. I've seen a number of your fights, and I know this is going to be a fun fight to watch. And 50, you want to talk a little bit about the main event? Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
This event, March 1st, is going to be really exciting. You know, I've got an opportunity to see the discipline within Billy Dib's camp, and to see the professional discipline of the professional, what am I trying to say to you?
Athlete.
Way they conduct themselves.
Dedication.
Yeah, the dedication that's involved in, and not just in Billy's camp, but I've seen it in the best camps in boxing. I've seen it in Floyd Mayweather's camp. I've seen it in Gamboa's training camps prior to this. But to see it actually reflect a similar type of commitment is interesting. So they're so different. The fighters are so different from each other, and to see them have that in common, that ground, and I understand why they're passionate about music, because it takes their mind off how long and how much they have to put into doing what they do. And now having the opportunity to offer a younger demographic, the audience that's consistently involved in pop and hip-hop culture, to bring that energy back to the actual sport of boxing is exciting for me to be a part of it, and to support having them continue to have an actual sport and art form that I've enjoyed as a kid, continue to keep being a thriving sport that everyone actually enjoys in all age demos. When I get a chance to see new sports come in, like the UFC, and 56% of their demographic is 16 to 34 years old, when I check the stats and it tells me that the boxing is 30 and up, that only the more mature audience is interested in it. I say that there's new things that we can inject into it to make it interesting, and I look forward to being a part of that. And this is also exciting to have another collaboration. I've had a great partnership with DiBella on this actual event. His actual staff has done everything that I can imagine outside of the support that I have from Monique and Nikki on this actual project. And it's just been an amazing process for me. This is the first event that I've been involved in the entire process. In the past, I've done a co-promotion with Top Rank for the Manny Marquez fight, Gamboa and Arenas for on the undercard for that actual show, and that was exciting. And again, I've been able to collaborate with Top Rank today with Evgeny Gradovich. I've been destroying this man's name for the last 3 weeks.
You just got it right though.
You know, I'm usually not nervous talking in front of people. I just didn't want to say that part wrong. You know, this is going to be really exciting, and to have the level of actual talent involved in the first promotions, it makes me feel good and excited to continue to be a part of the promotional portion of boxing.
I do want to mention SMS Audio again, the global head fan and accessories brand that brings you studio mastered sound, improving the way you experience music. And believe me, I've experienced it myself. And it's SMS Audio by 50 Cent. It really is a great product. They just told me today they're coming out with a Bluetooth version of the product, and I'm waiting to get mine. And it's a great, great product. Before I pass the mic along, I want to acknowledge I see a couple of world contenders in the room that I feel need to be acknowledged. In the back of the room is a young man rated at the top of the light heavyweight division in almost every ranking organization, Isaac Chilemba. And another young man that showed the heart of a lion in a loss to a very tough Lucas Matisse. But this is a man that has world championship ability and can stand in the ring with anyone in the world, Josie Lysigan. And I'm going to hand the mic over now. I was like thinking he needed a translator until he started talking to me in better English than I speak. Mr. Gradovich.
Hello, everybody. I want to say thank you for this opportunity. Billy Dib, team, Curtis Jackson, my promoter Top Rank, my manager Egis Klimas, my team, and I'm very excited this fight. I hope it's gonna be a good fight. Thank you, Luke, DiBella, too. Yes. We train hard for this fight, and I think it's gonna be a good fight for audience, for everybody who's gonna watch this fight. Thank you.
For people who are writing articles, I appreciate this number to appear in them. It's the number for the box office. It's 1-800-200-2882. 800-200-2882. The first fight's at 7 p.m. ESPN goes on the air at 9 p.m., but there are some great fights featuring great talent before ESPN goes on the air, and the only way to see that is to be at the MGM Grand Theater at Foxwoods yourself. Again, ticket price is $200 for VIP ringside, going down to $40. And that's available at the MGM Grand box office at Foxwoods, or by calling 1-800-200-2882. And I'm going to hand the mic over to 50 to introduce his champion and his trainer.
Now I want to give you an opportunity to hear from Billy Dib.
First of all, I just want to thank the most gracious and most merciful God for being where I am today. I want to thank all my team for coming out from Australia and showing you great support. All the media, thank you very much. DiBella, ESPN, and my main man 50 Cent. I appreciate all the support. March 1st is going to be a great event. You know, me, my team, Billy Hussein, Hussein, Imad Dibb, Adam Huda, the whole team's worked extremely hard, and come March 1st you're going to see me put on a fabulous performance. This is my second coming now. You know, I look at it as a second opportunity to come back to America now and showcase my ability. I'm a completely different fighter. I'm a completely different animal. And when the bell rings, you're going to definitely see that. So guys, tune in. All the people that are going to be watching on ESPN, make sure you tune in, because it's going to be a great fight, and I promise fireworks. Evgeny Gradovich, I know you've only had 15 professional fights, but I know that a guy that's getting an opportunity at a world title will fight like he's had 30. I know you're going to fight out of your skin, and I know you've worked extremely hard in your training camp. You've got a great camp. We've got a great camp, so that's going to make for fireworks. Thank you very much for accepting the fight, and thank you SMS Promotions for allowing me to come out here and showcase my ability. All my sponsors, I love you all very much. Lonsdale, you guys have been amazing to me. The team looks fantastic, and I'm very appreciative. Bill Cans, thanks for coming out. The whole team, I love you guys very, very much. Thank you. I just want to thank obviously our promoter 50 for giving Billy the opportunity to, like Billy said, it's the second coming to America. I really believe that we have the best featherweight in the world. Billy's going to prove it on Friday night. And Lou DiBella, thank you so much. I've followed your shows from day one, and amazing promoter, and it's great to be a part of this show. Evgeny, I've watched all these videos. We really respect the fighter he is. I mean, you can't take a Russian lightly. And I know from the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy that only the best come out of there. So let me tell you, we're ready, and Billy's going to retain the title Friday night, inshallah.